video, I want to share with you some of my favorite Usborne picture books. The first one is one of my very favorites. This is Jonathan James and the What If Monster. And in Jonathan James and the What If Monster, there's a little boy who is going to try a bunch of new activities. And every time he goes to try something new, the What If Monster says, well, what if this happens? And what if this bad thing happens? So he's about to jump into the pool. What if they giggle? What if it's chilly? What if you jump and look really silly? And here he's going to bed. What if it's dark? What if it's scary? What if there's something giant and hairy? Here he's going to run a race. What if you lose? What if you're last? What if you're slow and never get fast? And in the end, he tells that what if monster where he can put it. And says, you know what? You're telling me all these bad what ifs? Well, what if good things happen when I try new things? And it's just a wonderful, sweet story about encouraging kids to try new things even if they have fears. The next one I want to share is probably in my 3-year-old's top 3 books of all time. This is the All Better book. And it comes with some little clingy bandages, and as you read the story, you get to fix the owies on the animals. Oh no, dog wasn't looking where he was going. Ouch! Clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it. All better. And you do that for all the animals, and then in the end it says, dog, monkey, sheep, elephant, and bear know it's true. Clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it, makes everything all better. So if you have somebody who's a little one who's an animal lover or has a little heart for taking care of things, this would be a super fun book for them. One of our brand new picture books that I love a lot is Animal-y. And it uses a bunch of different fun adjectives about animals to describe how a parent loves their child. So it says, I love you hugely like a whale. I love you shyly like a quail. I love you cleverly like a fox. I love you powerfully like an ox. I love you busily like a bee. I love you doggedly like a flea. And it goes through a bunch of different fun animals and adjectives about how we love each other as a family, and then in the end, I love you birdily, buggily, animally. I love you so, for you're my family. And it's just very, very sweet and sing-songy and rhymey, and just a very fun, quick bedtime read. This one is also in my 3-year-old's top favorites list. I'm a Dirty Dinosaur, and it's another fun, sing-songy one. And I have 3 boys who love to get dirty, so this is perfect. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty snout. I never wipe it clean. I just sniff and snuff about. Sniff, snuff, sniff, snuff, sniff and snuff about. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty face. I never have a wash. I just shake about the place. Shake, 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 shake about the place. And then at the end, he says, I'm a dirty dinosaur. I'm yucky. Oh my gosh. I think I'll stomp right to the swamp and give myself a wash. Wash, 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 wash. Give myself a wash. And we love this one. We read this one over and over and over. I'm a Dirty Dinosaur is so much fun. How Big is a Million is a book that walks kids through growing numbers, and then you see how big 10 is, and you see how big 100 is. On here it says this is 1,000. There are 1,000 snowflakes on this page. And then in the end, there's a big fold-out poster in the back pocket that shows 1,000,000 stars on the poster. And it is pretty impressive to get that visual of how big 1,000,000 really is. This one is also in my little guy's very favorite of all favorites. This is very first book of Things to Spot, and it's not a story so much as it is kind of a find it book for littles. And it says, can you spot a cat wearing a scarf? Which car has no wheels? And so you're looking for these things together. So you're developing vocabulary and you're paying attention to details and you're having fun hunting and finding for things at the same time. And it can take a good long while to get through this whole book with him. So sometimes we just do a few pages, but it is definitely one of his favorites. This is The Tale of Two Beasts, and it is the favorite of my bigger boys. It tells the same story from two different perspectives, and I love that idea and putting that concept in an entertaining way, that just because you experience one thing in a situation doesn't mean that other people involved in that situation experience the same thing or have the same perspective on it. So it kind of helps you think outside of yourself a little bit in this kid stage. And talks about this girl who was wandering home from grandma's, and she found this little creature stuck up in a tree, and she rescues him and wraps him up nice and warm and takes him home. She gives him a bath and gives him some food and makes him his own little house. And then in the second half of the story, it uses the same pictures, but it's told from the little creature's perspective. I was hanging from my favorite tree, singing happily to the birds, when I was ambushed by a terrible beast. She growled at me and tied me up and carried me off to her secret lair. Anyway, so it's just really fun, sweet story, and helps teach that there's more than one side to every experience. This is our top-selling series out of all of the Usborne catalog. This is one of the Shine a Light books, and there are 6 of them, and they're all fantastic. But this is my family's current favorite. It's on the construction site. And you go through each page, and you shine a light behind the pictures to see. Here you see the building plans. Whoops. You see the building plans that they're making this high-rise out of. You see what's in the dump truck. Rocks and rubble. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's usually better if you shine a flashlight behind it. Here we can see the diggers that are underground. Here we can see the pile driver driving posts down deep into the bedrock. Anyway, each picture has a hidden thing behind it, and my boys fight over who gets to hold the flashlight while we're reading one of these. Love, 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 love. Another awesome series that I sell lots and lots of is the Big Book of Big series. This one is the Big Book of Big Trucks, and again, with 3 boys, this is definitely a family favorite. But what's fun about this is it has huge fold-out pages and giant pictures. The pages are really thick and sturdy and very little kid friendly. They're not going to rip the pages real easily, and it gives you all kinds of information about all kinds of big trucks and small trucks. This one talks about the tallest trucks. Let's see here. Here we have vehicles that move things, and just the giant fold-out pages are so fun for a little person. And then one of my last ones is the Big Book of English Words. This one's another really fun vocabulary building one that my 3-year-old just loves. So we'll look on each page and talk about all the different things on the page. And it's just building vocabulary. But it's fun. They're fun pictures, and you can talk about who goes on what things, or talk about different sports, and some he doesn't know about yet, but he's getting exposure on here. School words, family and occasion words, job words, my body and health and clothes. There's just lots and lots of fun pictures and words, and great way to develop vocabulary with littles. So those are my picture books.